Joe in real life. So this is at 3 times speed. I woke up in a mood again this morning, and I got a little nervous because I was feeling like maybe the sadness and negativity that haunted me before I went to Portland was returning, that I was off the pink cloud of my pseudo vacation, and that I was going to fall back into a pit of despair. So I spent some time, even though I overslept a little, sitting on the floor and thinking about plans, trying to come up with a schedule of ambitions that I not only wanted to do, but would enjoy doing. And after that, I felt a great deal better. And I decided today, after I did my kettlebell swings and my warm-up, that what I really wanted to do was an old workout. I wanted to climb the ladder. I wanted to start at the bar, add 10 pounds, put 30 minutes on the clock, and just go to the top. I don't know if you've ever done a workout like this, but I really love it. It's just, by the time you get to your top end, and it's not a real top, like it's this, I don't max out today. You're not really capable of maxing out when you build like this. I don't know, maybe some people are, but I'm not. It's interesting as you get up the ladder, because the first half of the ladder is nothing. They're just like, you can't really tell at 3 times speed, but I'm pausing in the bottom, and I'm just playing with my ankles, playing with my knees, really engaging my hips, really thinking about my structure and form in the movement. And man, it is an excellent warm-up for the squat. Like, you get really, really warm. And then you totally waste your warm-up, right? Because you keep jumping 10-pound intervals. And I would say the next quarter, from 50% to 75% also feels pretty good, but you begin to experience diminished returns. So you stop pausing, right? And you start building some real drive out of the bottom. You begin playing with that shift over period, where you're moving down and then you start moving up. And sure enough, you go through a little delusion where you start like, oh, I'm figuring stuff out. Like, I'm learning how to switch over better. And I'm going to kill it today. I'm really going to kill it. I'm going to throw 4 plates on there, or 2 plates, and maybe I'll hit something new today, So that's the delusion. Because right after you clip over 75%, what usually happens to me is I'll do a rep, say somewhere around 155, a weight I can handle pretty easily. And I'll handle it just fine. My mechanics will feel great, but my power will be zapped. I'm like, oh, there it is. I'm fucked now, And sure enough, the next rep, same deal. Like, it's only 10 pounds heavier. My mechanics feel great. My positioning feels great. My leg drive, my feet, my weight distribution, all of that feels great. But the oomph isn't there. You just don't have it, which that gets exciting in its own way, because then you get to dig, right? You've got all the advantages. You just don't have the force production. So what do? You keep going anyway, Today, 185 moved great. 195 moved great. I stopped this little movement here and I switched over to shorts. I'll tag the short on in the end. 205, honestly, 205 moved great too, but I knew what I had done. I knew that I had done something, that I had tiptoed into an area that maybe I shouldn't, and I got away with it. So a little bit of trespassing, but also trespassing with no consequences, or no immediate consequences. I got excited. I did something I maybe shouldn't, and I didn't pay for it this time, but I'm hearing the lesson. Certainly 100 kg, 225 was possible today. Not necessary though, you know? Like, oh yeah, and I'm screwing with my hip there, you could see on the video. You know, and now I'm in a great mood. And I made my notes. I wrote in my handy dandy little diary. I've got a good plan for the rest of the week. And yeah, man, life's good, you know? And it's for the living. And chaos is a ladder. To quote a little Game of Thrones Littlefinger here. Meaning that it's an opportunity, right? You've got things you can do. And maybe they'll break bad, and maybe to your advantage. That's chaos for you. You know, as the Joker says, it's fair. I'm referencing pop culture today. What are you gonna do? I'm not crying about it. What else? Well, I suppose I'll flesh out my plans over the coming weeks. I'm going to do a lot more mobility work. That was one of the things in my plan, you know, which I'm a little proud of myself that I had the self-awareness to notice this. Like I wrote down, maybe don't decide what you're going to do in an inflexible way for the next 3 months or a year right this second. You know, maybe create a period of time where you feel it out and come up with a plan that makes sense, you know? And the real thing about this plan was it has to be something that I want to do, not just something that I'd enjoy doing, not just some goal that I'm striving to hit. I felt good about that. Anyway, I'm running out of time. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other today. I'm going to try hard to do the same on my end. And I'll show you something new tomorrow. We're going to end with the 205 filmed TikTok style. Okay. See you tomorrow.